Thank you, thank you. Thank you to everyone here today standing up against Chevron and the harm they brought to our communities here and our communities across the world. And thank you to the speakers who've brought attention to the struggles across the world. My name is Gabriel McAdams. I am a member of UAW 4811, which is the union that represents the academic workers and researchers across the entirety of the University of California system, and I'm also a proud member of East Bay DSA. We are in a world historic moment where thousands of students and workers across hundreds of campuses are rising up in protest against their universities' complicity in the ongoing genocide and occupation of Palestine. We are making sure that no one is able to forget the thousands martyred in Gaza, and that our universities are invested in companies like Chevron that aid the massacre and reap rewards from it. Our institutions would like us to turn a blind eye to their complicity, but we refuse to look away. We refuse to be silent in the face of atrocity. So in retaliation, they criminalize and brutalize us. We have seen this across the country at Columbia, the City Universities of New York, Emerson, UCLA, UCSF, and UC Irvine, where cops were called in by the universities on peaceful protesters with the flimsiest of charges to destroy our solidarity with the Palestinian people. As a union member, this presents a horrifying future. What is the point of the union if we are not able to come together to demand a better future through protest? What is the point of the union if we cannot protect our union siblings and students from police violence? What is the point of the union if our employers can change our rights at their whim because they find our steadfast morality an obstacle? There would be no point. So as a union, we are joining the fight. Through a strike authorization vote, where 19,000 workers across the entirety of the state, with 80% voting in favor, we have called a strike against the UC because of the dangerous environment that they have created by calling in police thugs against our workers and students for exercising our rights to protest. We are on strike to get the university to negotiate with the protesters in good faith and meet their demands for divestment and academic boycott. We are confident we will sustain this strike because we are taking inspiration from our UAW comrades at the Big Three, who earlier this year pioneered a new form of strike known as the stand-up strike, where sites are not all going on strike at the same time, but happening at different intervals in order to confuse our bosses. The UC is already terrified. They are calling our strike unlawful and have announced that they will continue to believe this even if the Public Employment Relations Board disagrees with their position. The UC is more willing to endanger its students and lie to its workers than to divest from their complicity in genocide. This does not shake us and only steals our resolve. We are on the right side of history, and we will drag the UC kicking and screaming with us. I call on all of you here, join the first picket line tomorrow at UC Santa Cruz if you're able. If you're a worker at UC Berkeley or know workers at UC Berkeley, let's get UC Berkeley ready to be on strike because we will be called eventually. And we will need to be ready to show the UC that we are not messing around. We will win.
That's right.
For the rest of us, keep your ears peeled for when the next campus is about to go out on the line and join them if you're able to. Thank you so much, and onwards to revolution.